receipt, ink running slowly down the side. I bought hot coffee from a tired shop and forgot what I came to find. Nampo after the shutters fall, the arcade hums in broken light. A woman sweeps water from the doorway like she's moving yesterday out of sight. My umbrella leans a little left, the handle cold against my palm. A taxi breathes beside the curb, then rolls away without alarm. There's a fish smell under the streetlight, a sweet bread bag in someone's hand. The city doesn't feel romantic, it just feels like it understands. Don't make it shine, just let it stay. P&M say on my sleeve and one more block of rain. The sign for a basement bar is blinking, 2 letters gone, 1 still blue. The stairs go down into old jazz, but I keep walking past the tune. Somebody says junk in mine, softly into a phone. Not sad, not happy, just human, under the wet electric glow. The roads in my head turn slowly like a door that never locks. The bass line follows from a distance past the closed cosmetic shop. I see my face in the darkened glass, cut by posters, tape and rain. For a second I look like someone who has learned not to explain. Don't make it shine, just let it stay. Chani under the signs, the night forgets my name. Gokcha market sleeps in layers, canvas rope and metal frames. A cat slips under yellow plastic like it knows the smaller lanes. The street food cart is nearly empty, steam folding into the air. An old radio plays a ballad, but the melody breaks somewhere. I don't want a perfect feeling, I don't want a brighter room. Some nights are better half lit, with the sea wind passing through. Agiroga, I ask the weather, but it doesn't answer back. Only drops from the roof edge falling on the collar of my black coat. Keep it quiet, keep it near. Mad up she, I move on with the rain still here. Down near the harbor, the air gets whiter, salt under the city dust. The rope knocks softly on a railing, like time asking for trust. No moon on the water tonight, no postcard blue, no silver line. Only the sound of something moving, where the dark refuses design. A muted horn from somewhere behind me bends once, then lets go. Not enough to call it lonely, not enough to call it hope. Busan bam, you don't perform, you don't ask me to believe. You just put wet light on the pavement and a small ache under my sleeve. Don't make it shine, just let it stay. P&M say on my sleeve. Don't make it shine, just let it stay. P&M say on my sleeve.
Rain falls softly on the harbor rail. 바닷바람 slips through my collar. A blue sign hums over empty crates, and the street smells like salt and coffee. Jagalchi after hours, half awake. Someone closes a shutter with both hands. The sound goes flat against the wet road, like a thought I never sent. I pass a cart with the light still on, steam rising slow, mud up sheet. An old man counts coins under his breath. The night keeps all its small receipts. Leave it open, let it stay. No bright answer on the way. Ganchana, not because it's fine, just because the rain has time. Second floor trumpet through a thin wall. Not a solo, just a little smoke. A tired chord turns in the ceiling fan, then disappears before it speaks. Youngdo looks far behind the fog. Black hillside, scattered rooms. Every window has a different weather, every heart a different tune. My phone lights up, I turn it down. No message needs the whole night. The bass walks slowly under my steps, like it knows where not to go. Keep it small, keep it near. No need to make the feeling clear. Chonchani under the rain. The city says my name, then fades. Down by the market, the plastic chairs lean together like old friends. A radio plays something almost jazz, then loses signal near the bend. I buy hot coffee from a silent store, the cup too warm for my hand. Some nights are not lonely exactly, they just don't make any plans. A taxi passes, green light blurred across a puddle full of signs. The sea is close but never loud, it moves behind the lines. Nothing blooms, nothing breaks, just a soft drum, small mistakes. Bigawa, and I don't mind, I walk slower than the time. Hillside apartments blink awake, one by one, then not at all. Laundry goes behind the windows, swaying in the rainfall. Somewhere a train cuts through the dark, not dramatic, just alive. A low horn bends around the port and leaves no reason why. I keep my voice below the street, let the roads fill in the rest. Busan bomb is not a postcard, it's a breath held in the chest. Leave it open, let it stay. No bright answer on the way. Chonchani, I move through. Rain in the harbor, nothing new.
Rain taps lightly on the window frame, not enough to wake the room. A small blue sign from the corner store moves across the ceiling too. I leave my jacket on the chair, but the bottom's still inside. The hallway smells like coffee grounds and someone's dinner after midnight. Hillside rooms above the port, lights appear then disappear. Every window keeps a secret, every wall can almost hear. I don't call it lonely now, 그냥 그런 밤이야. The city leans against the glass and hums without a choir. Let it pass through softly, no need to hold it tightly. 천천히 I breathe again. Rain writes circles on the pane. Down the stairs the old neon blinks pink and green in time to park scooters like it owns the yellow line. Someone laughs behind a metal door, then the sound gets swallowed whole. The bass from a second floor bar rolls like warmth beneath the cold. I hear a train near the Black Hill edge, not close enough to name. Yongdo fades behind the weather. Nothing here stays the same. I keep the lamp a little low, let the shadows keep their shape. Some feelings don't need fixing, some just need a place to stay. Leave the night half open, let the small words remain. Kanchana very quietly, like rain under the rain. There's a market light still burning, far below the apartment line. Plastic covers shine like water over fruit and paper signs. My phone is face down on the blanket. No answer, no reply. I watch the room turn silver gray when a taxi passes by. The road keeps turning slowly, like a key that won't unlock. The brush snare barely touches the quiet of the block. Busan is not a movie, no perfect frame, no clear design. Just wet stairs, warm breath, old music, and the sea behind the blinds. Let it pass through softly, no need to hold it tightly. 천천히, I breathe again. Rain writes circles on the pane. By 3 o'clock the street goes thin, only tires in distant waves. A delivery bike cuts through the dark, then disappears between the gates. I pour cold tea into a glass, the ice has already gone. A muted horn from somewhere low leans once, then moves along. I don't need a brighter ending, don't need the night to bloom. Just a little breath of sea wind moving through this rented room. So I sing beneath the ceiling, small enough to not disturb. Marapshi, the city listens, then forgets every word. Leave the night half open, let the small words remain. 천천히, I breathe again. Rain writes circles on the pane.
Yeah. Rain hangs thin on the bridge cables, Gwangan blurred in gray. I count the lamps across the water, like words I didn't say. The sea wind moves through my jacket, a paper cup warms my hand. Some nights don't become memories, they only learn to stand.
I watch from a small lit window, curtains breathing with the rain. The room is quiet, not empty, just carrying its own name.
멀리서 파도 소리, soft behind the traffic line. I leave the lamp a little lower, let the shadows take their time. Don't turn this into a story, don't make the silence shine.
천천히,
the city passes,
one small window at a time.
Down below a taxi waits, green light melting on the street. A closed cafe keeps one chair out, like it saved a place for me. Old neon bends in the puddles, nothing clear, nothing wrong. The roads keep circling quietly under someone else's song.
I hear the train beyond the hill, not close enough to chase. A little sound of leaving without a leaving place.
Busan의 밤은 이상해.
It never asks you why.
It just puts rain on everything
and lets the hours slide.
Don't turn this into a promise. Don't dress it up in blue. 괜찮아 but
barely spoken,
like the room already knew. Near the beach the shutters sleep, silver lines along the sand. Somebody's music through a wall falls apart before it lands. I walk slower near the crossing, not waiting, not moving on. A bus sighs open in the rain, then carries no one gone.
My phone lights once on the blanket, I let it fade away. Some answers arrive too brightly for this kind of late day.
The bridge keeps holding the dark up,
thin lights over black water.
말없이 I fold the night
into one quiet corner.
Leave the bridge inside the weather,
leave the room inside the rain.
천천히 without a reason,
we become ourselves again.
By 3, the porch sounds distant like a drum behind the door.
The bass line moves in small circles
across the rented floor.
By 3, the glass turns silver and the sea forgets its name.
I sing beneath the traffic,
soft enough to stay the same.
Don't turn this into a story, don't make the silence shine.
Busan의 밤 still moving, one small window at a time. Stop, but the street still shines. A red sign shakes in a puddle line. 시간이죠. Nobody talks loud, only wet shoes moving through the crowd. A woman closes up with the silver key. Plastic bags breathe in the doorway breeze. I pass slow by the crates of ice. Fish scales catch a little street light. Coffee in my hand gone lukewarm now. By the bottom finds me somehow. Not sad enough to call it pain. Just one more night with a different rain. Don't make it brighter, leave it where it is. 천천히 under my breath. The night goes back to itself. A scooter sleeps by a broken wall. Someone's radio fades down the hall. Old jazz leaks from a shuttered bar. Too soft to follow, too close to ignore. I see my face in the convenience glass. Half in the city, half in the past. Grinch and not sounds too clean to nice. So I say nothing and turn from the light. The hill keeps rising behind the stores. Blue rooms stacked above blue doors. Every window a private sea. Every silence looking back at me. Don't make it brighter, leave it where it is. 천천히 under my breath. The night goes back to itself. Near the corner, an old man smokes, but the cigarette is is only smoke. He hums one line from a song I know, then lets the rest of the melody go. Young though is hidden behind low cloud. No postcard moon, no pretty sound, just wire stairs and a tired sign, blinking wrong in broken time. The roads keep circling small and warm, like it's waiting out a quiet storm. The bass doesn't walk, it drips instead, soft as words I never said. Keep it near me, keep it in. 네가 끝인 밤에 I walk back in. There's a train somewhere past the hill, not loud enough to break the still. A taxi rolls through yellow haze, then disappears between two gates. I don't need the city to explain why old neon looks better after rain, why empty chairs outside a shop feel like a sentence that forgot to stop. Busan, I'm low in my chest, not a movie, not a test, just a brush near a paper cup in one small room waiting up. Don't make it brighter, leave it where it is. 천천히 under my breath, the night goes back to itself.
Last train sliding through Suyeong, windows full of rain. A blue reflection on my sleeve, then it disappears again. Suyeong almost empty, footsteps under yellow light. Someone sleeps against the glass, holding on to half the night. The speaker voice is soft and broken, names dissolve into the track. I don't know where the rain begins or where the city answers back. I keep my ticket in my pocket like a little folded proof that I was here, that I was moving underneath this quiet roof. Let the wheels keep talking, let the lights go thin. 천천히, no arriving, just the night I'm moving in. A woman with the paper bag stares past the station sign. A student yawns into his phone. Blue light across his eyes. Outside the wet apartment blocks rise like stacked up memories. Every room a private weather, every window half asleep. The bass moves under the carriage, slow enough to not be heard. The road keeps turning in the corner like it's looking forward. Conchana feels too easy, so I leave it on the floor. Some feelings right beside you, then get off without a door. Let the wheels keep talking, let the lights go thin. 비가 와, no hurry, just the night I'm moving in. Near the bridge the train goes quiet for a second over dark. The harbor wind comes through the metal like a note without a start. I see a market closing somewhere, plastic sheets tied down with string. A red sign flickers in the distance, not for me, not for anything. The sax leans in, then leaves again, no story in its tone. Just one small bend of borrowed blue, then I'm back inside my own. Busan의 밤은 천천히 never asked me what I mean. It just turns the rain to rhythm on the window, on the screen. Let the wheels keep talking, let the lights go thin. 말없이 arriving just the night I'm moving in. By the time I reach the platform, the rain has changed its sound. Softer on the station roof, harder on the ground. A taxi waits beyond the stairs, green light in a puddle frame. I almost call somebody up, then forget why I came. So I walk without a reason, past the shops with shuttered eyes. The city hums below the hill, like a chord that never dies. No bright ending, no confession, no sudden open sky. Just a train going through the weather, and my coat still holding bottom. Let the wheels keep talking, let the lights go thin. 천천히 no arriving just the night I'm moving in.
Choryang steps after midnight, rain caught between the stones. Choryang gormok, narrow and quiet, every wall remembers home. A yellow bulb above a doorway flickers once, then lets it be. Someone's laundry moves in silence like a small flag from the sea. Down below the harbor glimmers, not pretty, just awake. Train lights cut beneath the hillside, then vanish past the break. I climb slow with my coat half open, padaparam in my sleeve. The city doesn't say come closer, it just gives me room to breathe. Leave the stairs in the rain, leave the night unnamed. 천천히, one step more, nothing waiting at the door. An old shop sign leans over wires, blue paint faded into gray. A cat sits under a scooter cover, watching me pass the wrong way. From a kitchen window somewhere, garlic steam and radio sound. A woman laughs, then closes something, and the whole lane settles down. The road keeps turning underfoot, soft as a light that almost failed. The bass moves slowly through the concrete, like a letter never mailed. Kanchana, I say too softly, not to fix a single thing, just to hear the word fall gently, where the wet stair rail begins. Keep it small, keep it near. Marupshi, I disappear. Rain on glass, rain on stone. The hill lets nobody on. There's a shrine of vending lights near the bend before the slope. One sells coffee, one sells nothing. One keeps blinking out of hope. I stop there for a minute, watch my breath become the weather. Busan, I'm a little tired, holding broken lines together. A train horn from the lower road comes up thin and out of tune. Not dramatic, not lonely, just another passing room. Some nights don't need a reason, some roads don't need a view. They just rise behind the market until the rain walks with you. Leave the stairs in the rain, leave the night unnamed. 천천히 one step more, nothing waiting at the door. At the top the port is scattered little lamps on blackened glass. The bridge is somewhere in the distance, but the fog won't let it pass. I put my hand along the railing, cold paint, rust and rain. A muted trumpet bends behind me, then becomes a window pane. No big feeling comes to save me, no clear thought I need to keep. Just the city under my breathing in the hillside, half asleep. 그래 이 정도면 돼, I don't need the night to bloom. Choryang keeps its small old stairways, and I keep walking through. Keep it small, keep it near. 말없이 I disappear. Rain on glass, rain on stone. The hill lets nobody own.
Oncheoncheon After Two, rain left silver on the rail. Oncheoncheon, quiet water moving under lights that never tell. A convenience store across the street keeps one corner almost warm. Someone buys a little coffee, then walks back into the storm. The walking path is nearly empty, only bikes chained to the trees. My shoes keep time with the water, and the water disagrees. I don't feel lost exactly, 그냥 걷는 밤이야. The city lowers down its voice and lets the small light stay. Leave it soft, leave it thin. 천천히 by the stream the night folds in. Apartment windows over branches blink like quiet metronomes. Every floor a different weather, every room a different home. A train far off behind the buildings turns the air a little blue. Not enough to break the silence, just enough to pass it through. The roads keep circling in my pocket, like a thought I didn't send. The bass line walks beside the river, then forgets where it began. Gwangan sounds too easy, so I let the water speak. It doesn't try to answer, it just moves beneath the street. Keep it near, keep it plain. 말없이 under streetlights I walk after rain. A plastic bag near the crosswalk dances once then settles down. Neon from a pharmacy sign turns the puddles pale and brown. Two students laugh under one umbrella, then vanish past the bridge. Their voices leave a little warmth on the cold apartment ridge. I pass a bench with rain still on it, no one waiting, no one gone. Some nights feel like background music, but they carry you along. Busan bomb is never empty, even when the roads are clear. There's always water under concrete, there's always someone almost near. Leave it soft, leave it thin. 천천히 by the stream the night folds in. By the small bridge I stop walking, watch the current split the light. Nothing dramatic in the water, just a quiet kind of life. A muted trumpet from somewhere open bends once behind the rain. Maybe from a second floor bar, maybe only in my brain. I turn my collar to the sea wind, though the sea is far from here. 바람은 길을알아, it finds the city anywhere. No bright ending, no confession, no reason I can name. Just Oncheoncheon After Two, and my shadow in the rain. Keep it near, keep it plain. 말없이 under streetlights, I walk after rain. That apple fog on an empty bench, soft in the air, damp on my jeans. A streetlight shakes on the wet sand path, like it forgot what yellow means. That depot bomb, nobody rushing, only waves behind the road. A vending machine hums by itself, keeping one small corner warm. I sit with coffee in a paper cup, too late to call it hot. The city feels far from here, but not as far as I thought. A dog barks once near the parking lot, then the whole beach settles down. The road keeps turning in my head like rain without a sound. Leave it simple, leave it plain. 천천히 by the water, nothing has to change. Leave it simple, leave it plain. 천천히 by the water, nothing has to change. Past the rail, the black sea moves, not loud, not beautiful, just steady like an old friend who doesn't need to talk at all. A couple walks under one umbrella, their footsteps break then blend. I look away before their story turns into something with an end. The sax comes thin from nowhere, maybe a bar, maybe a car. One blue note bends above the wind, then disappears before it starts, And China is not a promise, just a word I let pass through. Some nights don't give advice, they only sit beside you. Keep it quiet, keep it small. 말없이 near the shoreline, I don't need much at all. Across the road, apartment windows blink like tired metronomes. Every light a different dinner, every room a different home. A bus stop sign is glowing white, with no one there to read. The timetable looks almost kind, in a language made of need. I think about the long way back, the station stairs, the silent train. But the bench is holding on to me with its little coat of rain. Busan의 밤은 이상하게 never tries to make it clear. It puts the sea behind the city, then brings the city here. Leave it simple, leave it plain. 천천히 by the water, nothing has to change. Leave it simple, leave it plain. Oncheoncheon by the water, nothing else to change. By 2 the fall gets lower, the beach turns soft and gray. A plastic bag moves near the fence, then gives up halfway. I finish what is left of coffee, cold and bitter, still okay. The cup falls slightly in my hand, like something had to stay. No big ending from the shoreline, no bright line across the sky. Just brush drums under old wind and one quiet reason why. I stand up slow, adjust my collar. Da-da bottom follows me. Da-day-po keeps the bench behind for someone else who cannot sleep. Keep it quiet, keep it small. Not off she near the shoreline, I don't need much at all. Keep it quiet, keep it small. Not off she near the shoreline, I don't need much at all.
Before the first ferry moves, the harbor keeps its eyes half closed. Busan got wet pavement shining under signs that almost glow. A woman pulls a suitcase slowly, wheels whisper through the rain. A driver sleeps inside his taxi with the radio low again.
The sea wind finds the station street, even here between the lights. It moves through coats and coffee steam like it knows the way from night.
I don't need a perfect morning, just a little room to breathe.
Not up she, the city waits, with salt still on its sleeve.
Leave it before sunrise, leave it soft and gray.
Oncheoncheon,
one more minute before the night goes away.
Near the corner, paper cups stacked beside a closing door. Someone counts the change too slowly, someone sweeps the quiet floor.
A bakery light turns pale yellow, not cheerful, just awake. The Rhodes keeps turning in the window like a small unfinished shape.
Can channel almost nothing,
not enough to change the day,
just enough to let the silence
have a warmer place to stay. Trains below the morning ceiling,
breathe in metal, breathe out blue.
Every platform has a feeling that it cannot carry through.
Keep it before sunrise,
keep it near the rain.
Not up she,
through the harbor, nothing needs a name. Down toward the port, the ropes are dark and the water barely speaks. A gull moves once above the warehouse, then disappears behind the street.
Fish market lights begin to open, one by one without a song. Plastic crates and rubber boots start the day by moving on.
The trumpet bends behind the weather, small enough to not be sad, like a thought that comes too early, then forgets what it had.
Oncheoncheon, just breathe.
I let the word pass through.
Morning is not an answer,
it is only something new. Leave it before sunrise, leave it soft and gray. Oncheoncheon, one more minute before the night goes away.
A bus sighs open by the station,
cold air folding through the door.
Two old men talk about nothing,
like they've said it all before.
I keep my hands around the coffee,
though it isn't warm enough.
Some endings are not endings,
they just loosen their cuffs.
Busan is 새벽,
half in shadow,
half in workday blue.
The city doesn't turn dramatic, it just slowly comes through.
So I walk beside the harbor,
With no message to send,
the beat stays low beneath my footsteps.
like a night that learned to end.
Keep it before sunrise,
Keep it near the rain.
말없이 through the harbor,